Samil Alim Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So today we'll be discussing Surah Baqrah, the first part of it, inshallah, which we will continue tomorrow. Surah Baqarah, it is actually a later surah that was revealed in Medina. It deals with aspects of fiqh, like most of the later surahs deal with. The earlier surahs, the Meccan surahs, they deal with matters of aqidah because the new Muslims were being taught their religion. But the later surahs, they deal with aspects of fiqh and how to deal with individuals and people when establishing the new community of Muslims in Medina. So Baqarah is actually part of the Medina surahs, and so it deals, like others, with aspects of fiqh. Now, Baqarah, the word Baqarah means the cow, and it derives its meaning from the verse number 67 in the surah, which deals with or mentions the cow in context of Musa alayhi salam and how he relates the commandment of Allah to sacrifice a cow, which was met with a lot of questioning due to arrogance on the part of Bani Israel. So this whole surah, in fact, deals with mostly with the issues of the Bani Israel, the most important issue, which was their arrogance. So the naming of the surah actually acts as a pretext to the entire surah. It is the longest surah in the Quran, being 286 verses long, spanning over 3 juz. And it also contains the verse of the throne, Ayat al-Kursi, which is verse 255. So we will deal with that, inshallah, tomorrow. Okay, so the surah actually begins with the abbreviated letters, which are also known as huruf al-muqattat, which is alif, lam, mim. And these letters, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has knowledge of their actual meaning, but they are a clear indication of the miracles of the Quran, because the Quran descended in a language that was on a people who considered themselves, who prided themselves in mastery over that language. So it descended in a language that these people prided themselves over having mastery over that language. They had access to the linguistic style, the letters of the alphabet, alif, lam, mim, ha, mim, yasin. These are all the letters of the Arabic language that these people had mastery over. And yet they could not produce a text like the Quran. So these letters, though mysterious and to us, they are letters of ghaib. They represent the miracle of the Quran, because the people who had mastery over the same language could not reproduce a text like the Quran. So they represent the miracle of the Quran. So then the very next verse after these abbreviated letters, or huruf al-muqattat, we see is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that Quran is undoubtedly guidance. Now, guidance for what? Guidance to the straight path, like we mentioned yesterday, the straight path, Sirat al-Mustaqim. So Allah is saying the Quran is guidance to Sirat al-Mustaqim. But for who? Who is it guidance for? Allah also makes that clear in the next verse. For those who fear Allah. So those who have a sincere heart and a sincere desire to come to Sirat al-Mustaqim, to stay on Sirat al-Mustaqim, those who fear Allah, then this Quran is a guidance for them. Okay, so coming to the actual analysis or the summary of the Surah Baqarah, when looking into it, you can easily divide the surah into an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And the introduction sort of covers the first 39 verses of Surah Baqarah. And firstly, it starts to explain or describe those who accept faith and those who reject faith. So it tells us the difference between those who have accepted Allah's message via the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and those who tend to reject it. So there's a description of these people. And there's a description continually throughout the Quran. It also mentions the mental confusion of those people who, the mental confusion suffered by those people who reject the message, because it tends to reveal their arrogance and close-mindedness, and that was the only reason they were rejecting the message. So then the Bani Ismail, or the followers of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are warned that if they follow the evil designs and the fabrications of the Bani Israel, now that the truth of the Quran has been revealed to them, then they would be deprived of them, or they would deprive themselves of the greatest of blessings, which is the Quran. So they are warned against the arrogance that caused the Bani Israel to reject the Quran. The introduction then ends with a tale of Iblis and how he rejected the message when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, or Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, and he asked the angels were present and Iblis was present, and he asked the angels and the Iblis to bow down before Adam alayhi salam. So it relates the rivalry that Iblis felt towards the Khilafat of man and his arrogance in rejecting this Khilafat. So this whole scene where the angels first questioned, and then they trusted in Allah and they said, you know best, and then they accepted Adam alayhi salam's Khilafah, and then they bowed down to him in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Iblis rejected. So this is mirrored in what actually happened in the times of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when his mission was revealed to him, and he was trying to project his message to the Quraysh and the Jews and the people of Makkah, and there were some people in Makkah who first questioned the message. Then they trusted, they accepted, because they were sincere searchers for truth. They were searching for the truth with a sincere heart. So yes, they had questions about the message,